Welcome to Mr. P's Mathland Online. This video is going to help us with expanded form with decimals part 2. The first video, we kind of showed you how to take a number with decimals in it and expand it. Because expanded form is expanding a number into its parts based on the value of each digit. And we mentioned how important it is to know how to read a number and know the place values of each of its digits. I can see that this number has 4 digits in it. There's a digit in the tens, the ones, the tenths, and the hundredths. And to do expanded form, we're going to take each of these digits and break it apart based on the value of each digit. So the 3 is in the tens, and that tells us that 3 tens equals 30. And remember, expanded form is adding each of the parts. I have a 0 in the ones, which means I have 0. So if I were to add 0 to this, it wouldn't change anything. So I don't need to expand with a 0. But this 2 here means I have 2 tenths. And the 4 here is in the hundredths. So that means I'm going to add 4 hundredths. And that is our expanded form. However, in this video, we're going to show you a little bit more on how to expand it even further. So let's take a look at this number here. 67 and 87 hundredths. You have to know that there are 4 digits, each one greater than 0, so we're going to have 4 parts to our expanded form. We're going to break this apart by the value of each digit. So 6 in the tens means I have 60, plus 7 in the ones means I have 7 ones, plus 8 in the tenths means I have 8 tenths, and then I have 7 in my hundredths. Well, we can break it apart even further if we know the units each one is in. I'm going to make parentheses to make it a little bit neater. So 6 is in the tens, so 60 is really 6 times 10. So we could see 60 written as 6 times 10. Plus 1, well, I have 7 ones, so that's 7 times 1. Plus, I have 8 tenths, so that would be 8 times 1 tenth. Plus, I have 7 hundredths, so that would be 7 times 1 hundredth. And this shows the units of each of the place values. So this shows me 6 is in the tens, which equals 60, which equals I have 6 tens, or 6 times 10. 7 is in the ones, which equals 7, which is 7 ones, which is 7 times 1. 8 is in the tenths, which is 8 tenths, which I can show it's broken up even more into 8 times 1 tenth. 7 is in the hundredths, so I have 7 hundredths, which is 7 times 1 hundredth. And that's just another way to do expanded form. So let's see if you can break this apart into expanded form and then break it even further, showing the units and place values. Let's see how you did. So I have 1, 2, 3 digits that are greater than 0. Remember, we're not going to write 0 ones. So 7 tens equals 70, plus 9 tenths, which is 9 tenths. 8 is in the hundredths, so that would be 8 hundredths. If I want to break it down even further, I could show it as 7 times 10, because there are our 7 tens, plus we have 9 units of tenths, So there's 9/10, plus I have 8 of the hundredths. So it'd be 8 times 1/100th. One more. Try it on your own. Let's see how you did. Okay. 1, 2, 3 digits that are greater than 0. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 parts to expand, to do expanded form. 9 is in the ones, so that's just 9. Plus 3 is in the tenths, so that would be 3/10. Plus 4 is in the hundredths, so that would be 4/100ths. And I could expand it even further. 9 times 1, because I have 9 units of 1, plus I have 3/10ths, so it'd be 3 times 1/10, plus I have 4 of these hundredths. And that is how we do expanded form, by showing multiplication of the units that we're in. If you have any questions, let your teacher know. Otherwise, continue on in Mathland and have a wonderful day. I'm going to count down from 5 now. 5, 4,